Divine Cancer and God is here with you, and I am back with another live here on this channel. Make sure that if you're watching this that you click like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification so you know when I go live on this channel, so you know when I drop content. The vibe is dope. You don't want to miss it, I promise. So you guys, I've been meaning to get on here because I had a question for one of my viewers. How do I feel about a Cancer and a Leo in a love relationship? Well, let me tell you. Make sure that if you hop in on this live that you hit that thumbs up. I hope this light is not too much for y'all. Is it? Y'all should be okay. How I'm gonna ask y'all a question and then answer it for you. That's crazy. So how do I feel about a Cancer and a Leo in a love relationship? Now, like I said before, I don't believe in the whole, water signs and fire signs shouldn't be in relationships. Okay, listen, every relationship has its pros and cons. Okay, I don't think that really matters. I don't go by that. Okay, me personally, I'm a Cancer Leo cuss in a relationship with a Leo, and it's great. I really don't see. I really don't know what's wrong with it. The thing is, the challenges that the two are going to run into. The Cancer and the Leo can actually learn a lot from each other. Now, we do know that Cancer and Leos are neighbors on the chart. Okay, they're right next to each other. Cancer ruling the 4th house and Leo ruling the 5th. Now, they are alike in a lot of ways, and they are different in a lot of ways. The thing about a Cancer Leo the thing about a Cancer and a Leo in a relationship is they both desire similar things, but they go about it differently, and they express things differently. Leos express things differently. Leos are actually very emotional. Leos are especially Leo men, they're very in tuned with their emotional side. Just like the Cancer is very emotional and very in tuned with their emotional side. Now, the difference is the way that they express those emotions. Okay, you have the sun and you have the moon. Now, these are two entities that really, they don't need one another, but they complement one another. Okay, so it has to be, it could be a power struggle depending on the moon sign of the Cancer. It could be a power struggle. But Leos, once they're comfortable in a relationship, they pretty much kind of lay back. They may be kind of intense at first because they want to make sure that it's worth investing in. But once a Leo is comfortable with you in a relationship, they kind of lay back and let their partner kind of take the lead with certain things. Okay. Now, how they express their emotions and their emotional needs is where the difference comes in. I can't do this light, seriously. Hold on, guys. Just bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. Okay, so the way that the Cancer and the Leo express their emotional needs, let me make sure this is on silent so I don't disturb my whatchamacallit. The way that they express their needs is very different. Okay, the Leo is very upfront. This is the sun. Okay, very upfront, very straightforward, blunt communicator. Okay, which is like the polar. I'm just trying to find good lighting, y'all. Just bear with me as I move this around. Which is like the polar opposite of the Cancer. The Cancer is the moon. This is the subconscious. This is secrecy. Cancers are not going to come out, like I said before, they're not going to come straight out and tell you exactly how they feel. Cancers are kind of like, they'll drop hints on you. Cancers may like do certain things or say something a certain way and want you to kind of pick up on it. A Cancer's not going to come to you and be like, hey, I didn't like what you did, this, thus, and so, like a Leo would. So this may kind of like irritate the Leo because Leos like to figure out their partners. Okay, Leos can be a little standoffish at first when they first meet you because Leos like to ask all the questions. Okay, Leos like to interrogate their partners to see if they really want to invest, because once a Leo is invested, they are invested. Okay, So the Leo is going to want to pick the brain of the Cancer and figure out, what are you really feeling or what are you really thinking? And that may be hard because Cancers, there's a side of the moon that you don't see. So it's always a side of a Cancer that you're not going to be able to figure out, or a side of a Cancer that you're not going to see. So this may make the Leo a little suspicious of the Cancer at first. And it's not that the Cancer has any kind of like ill intention or the Cancer is trying to be dishonest. This is just the nature of the Cancer. Cancers are never just going to give you everything or let you no, we don't operate like that. That doesn't mean that we love you any less. It's just we're not as open with our feelings. We're not as open with our emotions because we kind of do the same thing. We kind of want to get to know you first to make sure we want you in our space. So it can be a little complicated at first. I think the biggest challenge between a Cancer and a Leo being in a relationship is the difference in the way that they communicate. A Leo is a fixed sign, okay? So Leos can be stubborn, stuck in their ways, especially when they're mature. This is a fire sign as well. So a Leo can be very intense. Leo's energies can be really intense sometimes, and this can kind of maybe even scare away the Cancer or intimidate the Cancer a little bit, because Cancers, we're more like go with the flow kind of people. We're very like whatever, we change all the time. So this could kind of not irritate the Leo, but this may throw the Leo off a little bit, because Leos, they just are who they are. They're set in their ways, they're fixed. But Cancers, we're constantly evolving and changing, and we're moody, and we go from one mood to another mood within a seconds, minutes, hours, maybe even days. We can have mood swings for days at a time. So this may kind of like irritate or throw off your Leo and make your Leo feel like, well, damn, how am I really supposed to deal with this, with this Cancer? What is this Cancer really thinking or feeling or whatever? So yeah, it may take the Leo to kind of slow down and really pay attention and figure out the Cancer, because Cancers are really complex. This is a very complex sign. There's a lot to learn about Cancers, okay? This is a sign that you really have to pay attention to, and pay attention to the signs that the Cancer gives you in order to be able to really have an understanding for them, okay? But I think that this couple can pair very well with each other because they do share similar values. They're both very family oriented. Leos are very family oriented. They're very loyal to their friends and their family, okay? And so is the Cancer. The Cancer is very family oriented too, and the Cancer is also very loyal. The thing about the Cancer and the Leo is they would have to work on the reciprocity in the relationship, okay? The Cancer has no problem with giving. A Cancer will give until they can't give anymore, especially when they love you or when, they really care about you, they really want to be with you. A Cancer will give until they can't give no more. But the thing about being in a relationship with a Leo, when a Leo gets comfortable with that Cancer giving so much, the Leo can become complacent or lazy a little too laid back in the relationship. So the Cancer has to make sure that whatever they're giving in the relationship, that is being equally reciprocated, because Leos can become a little lazy in the relationship, okay? They can become a little too comfortable and get lazy. So the Cancer has to really work on teaching that Leo and showing that Leo through action what is required of him in order for this Leo to continue to be in a relationship with the Cancer. Because the thing about a Cancer is, if we feel like our energy or our efforts are being taken for granted, we'll just snatch that shit back. We'll just stop giving. We'll just be like, done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll just be done with the situation, and the Leo will be looking around like, what happened? Why'd she stop? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, Leo, you got to get off your behind and start reciprocating this relationship, because the Cancer ain't gonna just keep on giving and giving and giving, and you ain't giving nothing back. That's not gonna happen with the Cancer. You got to remember the opposite polarity of the Cancer is the Capricorn. Okay, that Capricorn energy. We're not just gonna keep giving if we're not getting nothing in return. Okay, that's us pulling from Capricorn. All right. Um, Sexually, these two are very compatible. Okay. If you want to talk about the relationship in the bedroom between a Cancer and a Leo, um, yeah, they do great. Cancers and Leos, fire and water makes what? Steam. So it's very steamy. Um, and they both kind of like the same thing when it comes to Cancer and Leo in the bedroom. Okay. Leos don't like to be rushed. And Cancers don't like to be rushed. Leos are your hopeless romantics. Leos like to take their time. They like to be wine and dine. They like to be told how good they look. They like to be, they like foreplay. A Leo can't just come in and just boom, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's more of an Aries. That's more of an Aries lover. Okay. An Aries lover just come in, get down, get out. Okay. That's your Aries, but that is not your Leo. Okay. Leos do need that emotional connection with their partner in order to feel comfortable with them sexually, and so does a Cancer. Cancers are not your one night stand kind of people. Cancers, they're not like that. Cancers are like, okay, we're together. This is it. You know what I'm saying? So they do share the same values when it comes to how they handle relationships, family values, and even in the bedroom, they need similar things in order for them to feel comfortable in the bedroom with each other. And they have no problem with that. Leos love to be loved on. They love to be nurtured. They love to be spoiled and told how wonderful they are. And Cancers are natural nurturers, okay? The Cancer is the parent of the zodiac. This is the mother of the zodiac. So the Cancer has absolutely no problem with nurturing and caring for and loving on her Leo, and her Leo will just eat it up. Her Leo will just eat it up. Leos love that. They love it. They love it. Now there are different kinds of Leos. Okay. Just like there are different kinds of just like there are two types of Geminis, there are two types of Leos. You got to know which Leo you got. You got to know which Leo that you're dealing with, okay? There are those Leos who are very family oriented, and those are the Leos that have a bunch of children with one woman. This Leo is very loyal to their friends. This Leo is a hopeless romantic. This Leo is very in touch with his emotions. Okay, that's a good Leo. Okay, then you have those other Leos. You have those sneaky, conniving, lying, cheating ass Leos. Okay, you have Leos who are a hot mess. Okay, so you got to know what kind of Leo you have, and if you have a Leo that's a hot ass mess, you're gonna know it. You're going to know it. Leos can be quite the players. They can be. Leos, what? Leos will play the game. Leos are very charming, and they do have a way with words, and they do have a way of making you feel like you are just the only person. They will just want to sweep you off your feet, and oh my gosh, a Leo roll out the red carpet for you. Leos will boost your head up, okay, and be boosting up everybody else's head behind you, okay? There are some Leos that operate like that. There are some Leos that operate like that. Some Leos are dogs. Some Leos can be dogs. Not all of them, but there are certain Leos who are damn dogs, okay? You got to know which one you got. You got to know which Leo that you have. But the thing is, even though those kind of Leos can be like really sneaky and, want to cheat and play games and play around, it's kind of hard to do that in a relationship with a Cancer, because Cancers are so observant of their partners. And Cancers, we really we pay attention to the patterns of our partners. So it would be kind of hard for a Leo to hide or live a double life in a relationship with a Cancer, because Cancers are so intuitive and we can just kind of feel and pick up on shifts. Even the slightest difference, the slightest shift in energy, a Cancer is going to pick up on that. So the Leo trying to be a player with a Cancer is going to be constantly getting caught. I'm sorry. You're going to constantly be getting caught. Either you're going to be getting caught, Leo, and these are for my player Leos. These not for my good Leos. It's my player Leos. If you're in a relationship with a Cancer and you're a player type Leo, either one or two things are going to happen. You're going to continue to get caught in your games, because Cancers are masters of manipulation. You cannot manipulate a Cancer. Cancers have the ability to play the victim role, and I'm going to put us out there a little bit, Cancer. Cancers have the ability to play the victim role when in actuality, they're the assassinators the whole damn time. Cancers have that ability to play both roles at the same time. So you'll be thinking that you getting over and playing a Cancer, and all the while that Cancer be playing your ass like a flute. You be like, damn, I thought I was getting away with something. You wasn't getting away with nothing, okay? You wasn't getting away with nothing, okay? You were getting played at your own damn game, okay? So just a heads up for y'all player type Leos. Be careful with them Cancers, because them Cancers are crafty. Cancers are very smart and very crafty, and we do not typically show our hand, especially if we are being played in a relationship. Either we'll just walk away because we caught you, or we'll just go ahead and play the game, and we can be a little vengeful sometimes. Cancers, I'm telling you, man, Cancer is like karma's best friend. Play around with a Cancer if you want to. I know I be represent for the Cancers, because it's the truth, man. Play around with a Cancer if you want to. Play around. Karma is our best friend. We'll give it right back to you, and even worse, you'll never know. Okay, but that's those player type Leos. But if a Cancer gets a hold of a good Leo, and now you have those dark sided Cancers too. Now every sign has their dark side. I was just talking about the dark sided Leos, them player type Leos, and them player type Leos, you got to be careful with them, because those are the type of Leos that have a bunch of kids from multiple women. Okay, that's one way that you can find out whether or not you have a player type Leo, is if you got a Leo with a bunch of damn kids from different women, because they do that in order to control their women. Leos, their goal is to have a pack. Their goal is to have a bunch of kids. So if you see a Leo that got a bunch of kids from a bunch of different people, that's a player type Leo. That's the kind of Leo that wants to control his women. That's a narcissistic Leo. That is a narcissistic Leo. Okay. But getting back to the Cancers. Cancers do have a dark side to them. Okay. But you don't see that side of Cancer unless you bring it out of Cancer. You have to do something to a Cancer in order for a Cancer to kind of give you that dark side, that shadow side to come out. You have to do something to a Cancer. Cancers don't typically just go into relationships or situations with ill intentions. We're not those kind of people. We really are empaths, and we really are loving, and we really do want to pour, our love and our care into the relationship. But if it's when you cross a Cancer is when you see the dark side. It's when you do a Cancer wrong is when you see the nasty side of a Cancer, because Cancers can be what? What? Cancers can be a hot mess, man, for real. A hot mess. But a good Leo, one of them faithful Leos, one of those down to earth Leos, one of those Leos that just, is more in tune with their emotions, more on the romantic side. With the Cancer, I think they'll do well together, but they will have to work on the way that they communicate. Communication is going to be a breakdown for the Cancer and the Leo. It's going to be a breakdown for them, because the Leo's going to be looking at the Cancer like some kind of jigsaw puzzle. Like, girl, I don't know what the hell wrong with you. You switching moves every 10 minutes. I can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep up with your mood swings. That's what the Leo gonna be saying. You know. But these two signs, I mean, they're so loving and they're so romantic and in tune with their emotions and things of that nature. You know, they will learn a lot from each other. They can learn a lot from each other. The only reason why I say these two can't grow is if they're just immature and the Leo is too lazy to want to get to know the Cancer, because it really does take time. You really have to pull back those layers to get to know your Cancer. So, you know, as long as the Leo is really willing to do that, which 9 times out of 10 he will be, I think they'll do fine together. But it's just a communication breakdown. They communicate very differently. And it's so funny because it's like they want some of the same things. It's just that they express them differently. So it's kind of like they miss each other in a way sometimes. It's like we want the same thing, but you going this way and I'm going that way. And it's like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get on page when it comes to communication. Cancers have to learn to be more open with the Leo and be more direct with the Leo, because Leos don't take hints well. Leos don't have that kind of patience. Remember, there's a fire sign. They don't have that kind of patience. They don't take hints very well. So Cancer, you would have to learn how to be more open and honest up front with your Leo. Tell your Leo exactly what you want and how you feel so that they know what move to make and what to do. Okay, because nobody can read your mind, Cancer. And Cancer's so damn crazy sometimes. And I can speak for myself as being a Cancer as well. Sometimes Cancers can be so crazy. Like, we get upset if people don't feel what we feeling or think what we thinking or know what we thinking. Like, we'll legit be like dead ass upset because you can't read our minds. Because we can be so psychic and intuitive, and it's easy for us as Cancers to be able to understand other people without them even really telling us what's wrong, because we pick up on it. We're empaths, we're water. You understand what I'm saying? So it's easy for a Cancer to understand another sign without that other sign having to be too verbal, because we go based off of feelings and energy. But then when we don't get that same thing from other signs, we get upset, and we have to understand that other signs don't operate like us. You know what I'm saying? Especially a fire sign, especially like a Leo or something, or Sagittarius, whatever. They don't operate like that. You have to tell these people. You have to be direct with your fire sign, Cancer. And then Leo, you have to learn to be more patient. Okay? Be more patient with your Cancer. Be more understanding of your Cancer. Understand that you guys do have differences, and you have to work through them if you want the relationship to work. Okay? But overall, I don't see why the Leo and the Cancer can't be in a love relationship. Now, there are some opinions out there. People like, oh, well, even if a Cancer and a Leo get together, it's not going to be like long term because they're neighbors on the chart. So it's not really room to grow with them. But that's where the work comes in. You know, Leo and Cancer, that's where the work comes in. With the both of you, y'all have to be able to learn from each other. Don't fight and argue and bicker over your differences. You know, talk them through and work them out and see how you guys can come to a common ground. Okay, see how you guys can come to a common ground. Because a Leo and a Cancer in a family situation, oh, that'll be wonderful. The Leo will love that. The Leo will love that because the Cancer is going to make the home comfortable and inviting and warm. That's what the Cancer does. And the Leo's going to be comfortable. Kids running around, Cancer's in the kitchen cooking, the Leo's laying on the couch being a lazy lion, being tended to by his Cancer. Oh, he loved that. He would love that. And their kids, if you ever see a Cancer, like let's say it's a married couple with children, Cancer and a Leo, those are going to be the cleanest, best dressed kids you have ever seen, because the Leo is all about the spotlight. It's all about attention. And Cancers are mothering, nurturing, cleanliness. So those are going to be the most spotless children you ever want to see. Okay. Leo having children with a Cancer. Oh, those are going to be some clean, well-dressed children. Please believe. Because the Leo is not about to be with nobody who is busted and disgusted and don't know how to put themselves together or don't know how to tend to, children or tend to themselves. A Leo, Leos want to have somebody that they're proud to have on their arm. You know what I'm saying? Leos like to show you off. That's another reason. That's another sign you could tell whether or not you have a player type Leo. If you're in a relationship with a Leo and that Leo don't take you nowhere, that Leo don't want to be seen with you, they don't want to take pictures with you, it's a reason why. Either that Leo got something else going on somewhere else, or that Leo is like, you busted and I can't be seen with you. Okay, Leos like to be seen with their partners. They like to show their partners off. That's a thing with a Leo. But the thing is, with a Leo and a Cancer, this is not like a show off kind of sign. Cancers don't like to show off. Don't like to be in the spotlight. We just kind of like to be there. We like to be amongst the crowd, but we're not like the leaders of the crowd. We kind of just stand in the background. The Leo is the one that's going to be doing all the talking, all the socializing, all the networking. That's the Leo's thing. That's not really a Cancer kind of thing. So if you see a Leo and a Cancer together, the Leo will probably be like, oh, this is my Cancer, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be talking and whatever, and showing you off. And then Cancer just going to be sitting there looking like, because that's the demeanor of a Cancer. I'm just running my mouth. I didn't even see if anybody was in here. Hello. How y'all doing? Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification so you know when I go live and you know when I drop new content. Also, you can now follow me on Instagram at divine_guidance777, where we do all things spiritual, just like on this channel. I will post the link to my channel in the description box below. Okay. So yeah, do I think the Cancer and the Leo is compatible? Yes, I do. I believe that they can be compatible. Even though they are neighbors, even though they're going to have some breakdown in communication, the way that they express themselves, I feel like if they're both mature and they both want the same thing out of the relationship, I believe that it can work. The Cancer is a patient sign. Okay? The Cancer is a patient sign. The Cancer is not the kind of person that's just going to up and walk away from a situation just because it's difficult. The Cancer will sit there and they'll work with you. They'll work with you, And if a Leo is really into you and really like, in love with you, romantically involved with you, they don't let go easy either. Leos, they don't let go of relationships easy either. So I think these two will be able to work out their differences. I like the Cancer and the Leo together. I do. They can learn a lot from one another. They really can. They can learn a lot from one another. If they're willing to. If they're willing to. Because that Leo can be a little stubborn. Okay? And so can that Cancer. The thing about the Cancer and the Leo is neither one of them are chasers. These are not signs that's going to chase behind you. The Leo, and you know what? They're the same in name. Like I said, they have a lot of things in common and they have a lot of things that's different. The Leo is not a chaser. Okay, Leos are not going to, it takes them a while to pursue you. The Leo will watch from afar for a while. Leos will watch from afar for a while. The Leo is not the person who's going to pursue, especially the Leo males. The Leo females are the ones that are more of the Leo female will pursue you. The Leo female will approach you. The Leo male, on the other hand, is a bit more lazy and laid back. They'll watch you first. Okay, Leos can be a little stalkerish at first. And they're not chasers. When it comes to like reconciliation, they're not chasers. It takes them a while. If they're really, really into you, they will come back around, but it's going to take them a little while because that pride and that ego. They have to get through their ego. Okay. And a Cancer is not a chaser either. And it's not because of the Cancer's pride and ego. It's more of a fear thing for a Cancer. Cancers don't like to feel rejected. You know, so a Cancer won't chase because a Cancer don't want to go through rejection. And if they want you in their space, you'll know it. And if a Cancer does not want you in their space, you'll know it. And the thing about a Cancer is you don't want to come at a Cancer unless the Cancer gives you some kind of sign that they're interested. You never just want to pounce on a Cancer, because the Cancer is going to be like, get the hell away from me. What are you doing here? Did I invite you? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Leos can be a little evasive, you know, so the Cancer is going to teach the Leo how to kind of like, you know, back the hell up and wait till I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Because once a Leo likes you, they can be a little evasive at times, like, you know. So that is all that I have for you guys for today. I'm actually going to hop back on here because I did my reading on Instagram this morning, but I haven't dropped it on YouTube. So I don't know if I'm just going to post it as a post or if I'm going to hop back on live because I want to do them separately. And do the readings for my earth signs. We are approaching Virgo season. What's today? What is today? Today's the 20th. Okay, so happy birthday to all my Virgos. Happy early birthday to all of my Virgos. Happy birthday to all of my late Leos. So when I hop back on here, I'm literally going to end this live and get right back on so I can do the readings for my earth signs. Okay, I'm going to show love to all my earth signs. All right. So we are at 31:45. Thank you so much for hopping in here. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It is much, much appreciated. I love you guys so much. Until next time, love yourselves. Bye-bye.